Alright, in this video we will continue our analysis of functions. Alright, we're picking up with problem number 10. Find f of 6. Okay, so that means the value of the function at 6. Now, in general, when we use function notation, we'll talk about f of x, right? So please understand that the number inside of the parentheses here is an x value. So we're saying that x equals 6. So what I'm asking you for then is the y value that goes with it. Alright, so this is going to be a y value. So let's go to an x value of 6 and see what the y value is. So if I look at the picture, okay, here's the x-axis. So right here, here's where x is 6. Now, the graph is below this. So if I want to know what the y value is, I'm going to have to go down to here. And then bam, this point right here is the point at which you should be looking. Alright, so at an x value of 6, the y value is -1. Okay, so that means f, whoops, I didn't mean to put at x. That means f at 6 is -1. Okay, so at an x value of 6, the y value was -1. Let's do the same thing again for number 11. Try to do it yourself real quick. Pause the video for a second and see if you can do it. Okay, again, this is an x value, and you're being asked for a y value. So let's go to an x value of -2 and see where the function is. Alright, so if I go to an x value of -2, then we are right here. And we look and we see the function is above this. So if I want to see what the y value is, I'm going to have to go up. Okay, and then kabam, right here. So this is the point that we're talking about, and the y value, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So the y value here is 3. Okay, so basically this is the point -2, 3. So that means that I lost it. At an x value of -2, the y value is 3. Okay, that's the same thing as the ordered pair -2, 3. Alright, so similarly for number 12. This time they're giving us the y value. This is a y value. And they're asking us, obviously, for the x value. Alright, that's why it just says x. So what x value gives us a y value of 2? So this time we have to start with the y value of 2. Okay, so let's go to a y value of 2 and then look around and see what the x values are. Okay, so if I go back to the graph, let me erase some of this nonsense. Okay, let's look for a y value of 2. So if you're looking at the y-axis, okay, this is a y value, well, the x-axis itself is 0. This is a y value of 1. This is a y value of 2 right here. Okay, so everything along here, this is a y value of 2. So the question is, what are the x values of the function at this level, at this y value? Well, there are more than one. Okay, I see a point right here, that's at a height of 2. I see another point here that has a y value of 2, and I see a third point here that has a y value of 2. Okay, now all of these points are between the lines, so we're going to have to estimate a little bit. But let's see, let's start with this one. And remember, we're just talking about x values right now, x values. Okay, so this x value seems to be, let's see, -1, -2, -3, -4. This is like -4.8 or something like that. Okay, this one is about -1.5. Okay, it's hard to fit in there. -1.5. And this one seems to be about 3.2. Okay, these are estimates, so your decimals could be a little bit different and still be okay. But I'm just going to copy that down. So -4.8, -1.5. Okay, where is the function equal to 2? At x values of -4.8. Already forgot what it was. -4.8, -1.5, and 3.2. Okay, so that would be your answer to number 12.